it's as we said, a Cattis combo. God Adam, I don't know why, but against humans.
Wow.
Okay,
It
let's look.
feels like a mulligan
Let's look at
because
Loic's hand.
it's mulligan and he
Yes,
has no lands,
Cattis.
but he has. Wow, that was
So
a
that's a
close one.
Mishra
Oh, he
bubble.
plays also once upon a time.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't see
So
it before.
a really, really, really combo-tastic deck.
Yes,
I mean,
I love that. I
all his
love that.
combo pieces are creatures. So
Sure,
yeah.
sure, sure, sure. And he can play a smaller
Oh,
amount of lands. That's pretty
sorry.
good.
Let's go back.
The hand before was really close to a keep
Yeah.
because he had a Mox, another artifact for 0,
Yeah,
and Emery.
mhm.
It feels like with another artifact at
Yes.
random, this hand is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, yeah, the bobble and the
And
yeah.
the Mox,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that to me seems like that. That's why these Moxen are so good.
Yeah.
Okay, now he has Once Upon a Time and 4 lands. This is like a more normal hand, so he gets to play a free tutor. It's already the
The
second
hand is
mulligan.
good to be. I think it's a really good hand because he can
Uh,
play Astrolabe on turn
yeah,
1, and on turn 2 he can play already.
and he can play Once Upon a Time.
Yes, once upon a
Just
time as first thing,
yeah,
and then he just goes for a Embry turn 2.
Ketis and a few lands, but I think lands he
Wow.
has enough.
I think his deck Unearth is so good,
Yes, yes.
so good, so crazy good.
You have so much stuff that mills you,
Yeah, and
and
he
then
takes a 3 mana
yeah.
insane card. This is just
Either Emery or
yeah.
Ketis, both are insane.
Okay, he will go for an island. No, a swamp. I think he will go for a swamp
Plays
because he has already Minamo in his hand.
yeah, he
This
plays the stuff for free.
this hand is a turn to Embry
Yeah,
still.
yeah. I think that the deck is really cool.
It seems
It's
good.
good.
It seems good to be
Yeah.
honest. I think it seems pretty good.
It's not as combo-tastic as the Ascendancy decks, but it's highly synergistic with all the milling and then Unearth to get back these 3 mana creatures.
I don't know if it is good, but it is really appealing to my eyes. How to
Yeah,
say?
it's nice to watch.
Yes. Wow, that's a
Oh wow.
really. If he hits another artifact, it's a really good draw.
Yeah. And remember, it's a double mulligan, so
Yeah, yeah, but if he has no interaction with Emery and he draws like a bubble or something, the hand is not insane, but it is
let's go back.
still like, ooh. The good start also from humans. There is the land, and there will be an Emery, I
Yeah.
would say.
Yes, for sure. Milling, Unearth, and the Planeswalker.
I
2
don't
legendaries.
like keeping the Mox in this hand. I hope he plays it.
Yeah, it would have made Emery cheaper.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter a
But
lot.
doesn't
But
matter too much. Yeah.
the problem is if you keep it in your hand,
Yeah.
the only card that the 1/2 can take is the
Yes, kite
Mox.
sail. Yes.
Why should you keep it in your hand in this
Yeah.
spot? I don't know.
No,
Maybe there is a reason, but I
also
prefer to play it.
yeah. And you don't play. You also don't play around Thalia, and yeah. Oh wow, that's with the trigger on the stack.
Yes,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
double 2/2. That's pretty aggressive.
On the
He's
other hand, it's not very interactive, and
no.
I don't know how much Pablo knows what Loic's goal is. So he can make a blue mana, blue, green, black, and then he has yet another Mox, and yeah,
Another thing that is interesting that is that Minamo is pretty good at with Embry.
Yes. He plays. He still didn't play the Mox and ships the turn.
Yes. I can see why he is doing this. I think it's something because he has the green lock,
Yeah.
and if he draws it, it's good to make two
Yeah.
activation in this spot. I can see
Sure.
that. And I feel like now it would also make sense
Yeah. Yeah.
because
I think
he
a
would
turn
have played
before.
the 1-2 if he had it in
Yeah.
his hand.
I
I
think a
think.
turn before it made less sense. Now it makes
I
more
agree.
sense.
I totally agree. Okay. Yeah. He
One of
took away the bad
one of
boy.
yeah one of the interactive pieces.
Wow. He forgot.
No, no, it's not a human. It's a
Oh
Vedal.
yeah,
It's a
that's true. That's
Vedalken.
true. You know the moment
Yeah,
where you feel like all are
yeah.
humans, point, and at the end they are not all humans.
No, not exactly. So he plays
Not
a
exactly
prince.
all.
Does he scry or
I think so.
yeah?
Medley
Yes.
Mage and the land.
Yeah, it's high time that he does some interaction. I think you put the land on the bottom and then next turn name Ketis probably. Just hope. No, honest.
It's interesting. I'm thinking about it. You know, Katniss is good at this point, but not really good.
Hmm.
Maybe it is strange to say, but maybe it is better to say something like Bubble,
Hmm.
just because Bubble with the, it is true that it is a lot of pressure. He's
Or
at 13. This way, no, Bubble is not a good choice.
again, I don't know how well he knows the deck, but maybe the station, the grinding station would be a good name,
Yes.
because
Yeah, I think
that
Grinding Station would be
yeah,
the best
because that
choice. That's fast also.
yeah,
That's
it mills a lot.
yes. Could like go off from the
Yeah,
spot, I think.
exactly.
He
Oh, and
drew.
I think he drew the station.
Yes, it
Yes.
is. It is. It is a
Uh,
good call from you.
yeah, but he doesn't have he doesn't have the meddling mage, so too bad. Okay, so we have grinding station.
Yeah, I think he will sacrifice.
Yeah,
Yes,
mill some
Meltry
card.
play the mocks that he has.
It's a reader.
That's really interesting now
Hmm.
because he loves to sacrifice artifacts now
Yeah,
because he had nothing to play with
yeah,
Emery. Also,
exactly.
that's another thing
Yeah,
that
and the astrolabe is kind of good because you draw cards.
yes, and Magic players like to draw cards. That's
Yes.
something.
So he plays the Mox, untaps the grinding station, and now grinds some more. Okay, Pablo rereads it. Yeah, it does untap. It's quite a stupid card.
It's quite good in his deck, I would say.
Yes, 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 yes.
It does all the things that you want. It's kind
It
of
puts
crazy.
card in your graveyard, and
Yeah.
you can reuse it every time you play something.
He can mill a lot now,
Yeah.
but I don't know if there's enough to do.
So he makes a
If he has the
mana,
mana also to do stuff after.
mills 3,
Yeah,
with 1
it's
mana floating.
not great.
Soon the question will arise what to play from his graveyard.
It's an artifact, but I think he has to play like. Oh,
I would play the astrolabe.
oh yeah. He made also kind of a little mistake, I think. I don't know. Maybe he had to tap the Mox. As first thing, I would have tapped the Mox Amber, I think.
Hmm. Yeah, once you have Ketis,
Yeah, and
well,
then I don't know. It's only giving blue mana. This
yes.
way, I would have kept one snow covered land and
Yeah.
use the snow covered to play the
Yeah,
Astrolabe
will
again.
always only make blue mana, and
Yeah,
now he has 3 sources of blue. He can pay 1 blue
yeah,
to get the
Astrolabe.
astrolabe,
Yeah,
and then untap Emery, and then play some other stuff. Like, yeah, can Minamo. Well, yeah, he draws a card.
Yeah, you can put the order how you want. I
Yes,
think
yes,
that's
yes.
not a
Now
problem. He will mill
go.
order 3 cards.
Mhm.
What's happening?
Or maybe not.
I think until now he did all correctly.
Yes.
Blue
Blue.
mana.
Uh, Still had 1 mana
Another
floating.
Mox in his hand. Interesting.
He washes the mana into some other color. I don't know.
I think he wants to play again the Astrolabe.
So he makes a snow mana of some color.
Sure. Yeah, he wants to play the Mox again after.
Mm-hmm.
This way. Now he wants to untap Emery.
Emery, yeah, so he can replay. Okay, he sacks the.
Yeah, I don't know why he tapped the Astrolabe,
Mm-hmm.
but just because I don't. I mean, he could have tapped
Maybe
after.
I think it's what you said because he can only play Astrolabe of
Yeah,
snow
sure,
mana,
but
but
but he's doing other stuff now,
yeah,
and he can do it after
yeah,
if
that's
he
true.
needs to.
That's true. Especially he's just milling and milling and milling. And
Let's see, another mana.
I think until now Pablo has kept more or less up to date. As far as I can see, he has 3 mana floating. Now he has probably either 4 mana floating or he has or he untaps.
Okay, he untaps a legendary
Yeah.
card
Okay. Okay.
with a, and
Why?
untaps the Embry. Has still mana floating, and he will use the mana to
It's not quite.
cast the Astrolabe, I think.
It's not quite clear what he does, but so now he has.
It was kind of clear for the
Yeah.
moment. Then he tapped the Mox and untapped it, and I was
Yeah.
like, huh?
What is he doing?
But
I think it's clear that he used Minamo to untap the legend, and now he makes some mana. Again, blue. I don't know why he untapped Mox Amber.
okay, all correct, I think. And
Yeah.
so- oh, he wants a creature to block. He's. I don't know if I would take the creature, but yeah, he prevents some damage. He is hitting for. Yeah, he has.
Two
He has
more.
to fear double creature or just one. 1/1 that puts counter on all the creatures or all the humans.
Lieutenant.
Yeah. Now it's just a random creature as a blocker. He will untap the grinding station and will sacrifice it after blocks. But still, I think this game is not to end.
No. It's everybody's game,
Yeah,
depending.
on the draw from Loïc, I think, because
Yeah, no, also depending if he has, for example, 2 lieutenants or. Okay, puts it to 3. What does he have? He has a Mantis Rider. From what I saw, he has the card in the back is a Mantis Rider, a Meddling Mage, and
black card.
no, I think that's a Cavern.
Oh, still,
Textless.
it's really black.
Yeah, it's really black. The blackest Cavern. Okie dokie. So he.
I don't think. Yeah, he cannot kill him. He goes for the 3/3.
Gets
It's 10
2
damage at the
counters.
moment. 9 damage at the moment. No, 10 damage at the moment.
4, yes. 4, 8, 10. The Mantis can also attack.
Yes. No, no,
Yeah,
10 if he
13
blocks.
and he
I
blocks,
was
yes.
like 10
Yeah,
if
yeah.
he blocks.
Ah, but he also has a detention, so it's 11.
No, it's
4, 8, 10,
it's
11.
2-2, 3-3, 4-4, 1-1-3. He blocks a 4-4, not a 3-3. Right?
Aren't these both 1-1s? So 4, 4,
Yes.
4, 8,
No.
10, 13.
Yeah, but he blocks with the 1-1 flyer.
Yeah. Yeah.
He blocks the 4-4.
Okay, so he blocks the 4, 4. Yeah, you're right. Sure, sure, sure. Okay, so he survives to see another day.
Yeah, and
And
he
then,
builds all the 3 cards. That's the relevant part, I
yeah.
think, at this point.
And Pablo has no interaction with his graveyard.
Pablo has a meddling mage in his hand and
Yeah.
still
But
choose to use the Vista over a meddling mage.
yes,
I,
I am not sure how clever that was.
the question is more like
What did he
maybe
hold?
Pablo doesn't know exactly
Yeah.
what he has to to name.
Yes.
That's a little bit.
But I mean,
We don't know, but
the opponent played and replayed Arkhum's Astrolabe.
yeah.
Why not just name that, for example, or name Mox Opal, or even Engineered Explosives if you have no idea? Isn't that better than drawing a random card?
Yeah. Oh, he can still
Ah, he
play the land?
has
Okay.
Cavern?
Okay, perfect. No, then it's not a problem.
Okay. So he gets another trigger, if he remembers. He's probably deciding on what to name.
I'm thinking what I would name. Oh, okay. He named the
Explosives.
explosives. I think I would not name the explosives. Also, if it is really. Oh, he had to name the explosives. Sorry, I didn't see the detention.
Dude.
Dude, yeah. That's 3, 5, 10, 11 damage. Military cards. Now it's all about finding a way to put a Katniss into play, I
Yes.
think. If he finds a way, I think the game is over.
But
I think so.
okay.
But
So he gets 2 activations of Emrys.
yeah, the problem is just that it is not an artifact. Katniss is not an
But
artifact.
why wouldn't you name why wouldn't you name with the meddling mage, for example, name Ketis?
It is an option now, yeah.
Yeah.
It's an option.
I don't know
I,
what he named. It seemed as if he named engineered explosives, which
yeah,
is the
explosives, yeah.
answers to all his stuff.
Yeah, but
But
he has not the time to do all this.
exactly,
Yeah,
if
but
he have
no,
to put
it is correct.
explosives on 3,
No,
then
it's correct because if he plays explosives on 3,
yeah,
he takes out the detention
yes,
and then he gets back the Katniss into play
that's true. Yeah,
and he wins.
and he has enough
That
mana.
doesn't
Yeah,
doesn't seem like a good plan.
no, that's true.
I think it's correct what he did, but now it's all about finding a Katniss, and he has not a lot of shots on it.
So he replaces Astrolabe.
I don't think this is enough. He has no mana anymore. Like
He's soon to be out of mana.
Unearth would do the deal.
Yeah.
Would seal the deal.
So he had. So
Unearth?
he had.
No.
No, he had Pablo Mill. Is it to not run the risk of milling Unearth? I don't see why you now begin to mill your opponent. I mean, he has no chance to
Oh,
mill.
why? Because he
Yeah.
wanted to see more main deck cards from
Okay.
Pablo. Just
Yeah, it's
that's
just
the reason.
concede. Okay,
Yeah.
fair, fair. Yes,
No,
conceded
I
and
think milling himself was correct. He
yeah, yeah.
wanted to have
Until
to be
there, yes.
sure about Katniss,
Yeah.
and I mean milling 3 cards when you have 20 cards and you draw 1 card, it makes no difference. This way,
Yeah,
It's the correct thing.
if with the astrolabe you don't draw unearth, I think it's probably correct to mill your opponent just to see as much as you can.
Yeah, for sure. No, I was speaking about milling himself.
Hmm.
I feel like it's something he has to do uh, on some spots, and
Hmm.
in this case, you just
So
have
he
one outer,
takes
and
in detention, dude, and
ooh, the 2-3 also.
yes,
The
the Kambal, yes, yeah,
Kamal.
yeah, he's quite devastating.
Yes.
If
Oh,
all of these Moxen
when they
become
play
a,
it against me, it's always just so
yeah.
good. I,
Oh
wow, that's
wow, oh very hateful.
savvy.
Yeah, he also has the collector oof and the
Yeah, I think
sphere,
he has
damping
to be
sphere.
favorite after this sideboard. That's a lot of cards.
He takes out everything which is remotely not so good.
Remote. No, it's
Like
more like cards that are tempo cards
yeah,
or
exactly,
cards
reflector
that
mage.
do card advantage.
Yeah,
It's, that's not
the
what you want to do.
prince.
You want to hit hard and
Yeah,
just
yeah,
lock something.
yeah, just hit and hit and hit. Takes out all the reflector mages. No, that I don't know. I wouldn't take out that. I think the kite sail is quite good.
And
Depends. Yeah, yeah. I
I'm
mean,
not a
most
big
of the
fan.
combo pieces are humans,
Are
are creatures.
creatures.
Yes.
And having something that when it dies, it gives something back to your opponent, and
And
against the
also
deck
it's
that
a bad
has,
clock.
and it's really bad against the junior explosives. That's
Yeah,
also a problem.
yeah,
You know, you, I'm not a
yeah,
big fan
yeah. You're
in
right.
this matchup. I'm not a
I
big fan.
thinking about it a bit
It
longer.
is fine.
It's
It's
a
not
one.
bad, but
Yeah, it's a one power
it's
creature.
worse than the cards that he is putting in.
Yes. We also don't know if he plays four of both the like kite sail and meddling mage.
I think Kitesail could be less than four.
Yeah.
Melee Mage, I don't think
Yeah.
it's an option. I think if you play humans and you play like just three Meddling Mage, I think you go to prison, like in
Hmm.
Monopoly, something like that. It's not something you can do.
Maybe I think it was with him that we saw that he also played not the recruiter of the guard, but the bugler, the whatever his name is, something bugler.
Oh, the
The
2-3, yeah, he
yes,
took it away.
yeah, I
He
think
said it
that's
out.
one of the cards
That's
that's
card advantage.
yeah,
You don't need card advantage.
it's really slow also.
It searches for some interaction, and that's good. But at the same time, it's not what you want. It's
Mm,
pretty slow.
sure. Okay, we shall see.
Let's
But it
see.
seemed quite savage to have two collector oof, two damping sphere, and
A lot of things. A
yes,
lot of
two
things.
detention, deputy of detention. Uh,
I'm still not a crazy fan of Deputy of Detention in these
no,
matchups
it
because
it
it
gives
can
back
be a problem. I mean,
exactly the same as kite
keeping
sail.
the yeah, keeping something on the board like this is not what it. But it's still I can understand why he is putting in it.
It's an out to Ketis, for example, as in this game, but it's a very
Yeah,
shaky out.
yeah. If Candice comes into play as a 3/4 and does
Yeah,
nothing, yes, but that's not always the case.
no,
That's,
no, yeah,
some
it's
sometimes you just explode when Candice
okay.
comes into play.
See two Thalias.
Yes, a lot of some interaction, but
And
the
the
hand is
collector
not
roof.
crazy
Yeah,
good
yeah, no, no, it's
or
not.
crazy fast.
It's not. It doesn't have vial, and we also see on the other side a mulligan.
I'm asking myself if Loïc plays maybe like a -6/-6 for the snow permanence.
Hmm.
I don't know if he has enough to search. Like enough would be like the number three, I think. It could be Fatal Push in the sideboard also.
Dead of Winter, yeah.
Dead of Winter
I
was the
think
card, yes.
in his deck would make sense because
Is this Zero Lands? Yes. That's not lucky.
okay,
It was Mulligan to 5 also the first game.
Yes.
2 Mulligan to 5 in a row.
Mhm.
Pablo is pretty good at this, it seems, but because
Yeah,
also the mono red deck was
he's a good shuffler.
good shuffler, good shuffler.
And let's see, just go on
But the mono
Loic's
red
side.
is kind of normal that they mulligan a little bit because
Yeah.
they have to
I
find.
think this deck is way more stable because
Yes,
it
I
also
think so.
has
But
Arcum's
it doesn't
Astrolabe.
have a lot of lands, I think. That's
Yeah.
one of the problems.
And some of the lamps cannot cast the Astrolabe.
Yeah, few of them, I think.
Yeah.
I think just the legendary ones.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Oh,
Fatal
wow.
push. There it is.
Double Moxamber, and so he ships away one of the Moxen and keeps.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the mana base is the mana base is quite wild.
shaky, yeah.
So
When you play Calnis in your deck
yeah,
and you have Minamo, you feel like,
yeah,
aha.
yeah, we see already the combo first or second turn. The blue, the land that only makes blue mana, and
Yeah, we saw a lot of mana problems
Mhm.
looking at the
Yes.
Cantus deck until now.
Yeah, last time he didn't have white mana, and
He was like double black with Yagmoth and Swamp
yes,
in one game. I think a lot of problems go away with Mox or with Astrolab,
Mhm.
but if you don't have them, you feel
But
a
we
little
also saw
bit
that the
worse.
Moxamber
No, not the
just
Mox Amber, the
producing.
other
Yeah,
one, the
yeah,
other
I
one,
know.
the other
The,
one.
the Moxamber just producing blue mana most of the time is really not what you want. So we missed some of the action, but
Talia is gone
Mhm.
against a Fatal Push.
shiny Thalia,
Oh, there is. That's heavy.
a lot of.
Looking at this hand, it feels like it looks funny. I mean, Teferi Calnis, Trophy, and the Mox Amber, and you have an island and a swamp into play.
Yeah. And on the other side, you have the Oof and yet another Thalia. So it's, some
That's
things are.
decent, but he needs artifacts because this
Yeah.
is nothing at the moment.
Now he has Collector Oof probably.
He hits hard. I mean, Oof in this moment is just
Yes.
crazy good.
Yes.
Maybe he has no Oof.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he has
Yes.
it. He
Yes.
has
Yes. I saw
double
it.
Phantasmal Image,
Yeah.
3/3 Hasty Flyer with Vigilance and a Hoof
Ancient
and a
Cigarette.
land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I think in some capability. Oh wow. Oh, I was sure he values
Wait, did he really play the hasty guy after the
post
sack?
combat. Yes. It's
Strange. Oh, I know why. He did double cover and no one
yeah.
is on Hoof.
Yeah.
I think he
Hmm.
misplayed the cavern,
Probably, he probably
the second one.
named illusion some way, or yeah, one of
Yeah,
the.
not misplayed, but still.
But he had an ancient
Yeah,
cigarette in
he had
hand,
to play
so
that.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, what?
That was strange. That was
Now he
strange.
plays a human, and
Yeah, human. He will go for maybe double. Yeah, double 3/3.
just values hammering his opponent for 8. Yeah, it's quite the clock. And now he can play the oof, and he does.
He has another
Yeah, I think it
phantasmal image, right?
looks quite
Yeah,
bad. Oh, that's it.
that's it. It's GG.
So Pablo Rossi
Pablo
is
Rossi won.
today's winner, and on humans.
Yeah, it's a human deck that got pretty aggressive at the
Hmm.
start, and Loïc had not a lot of luck in this final.
Yeah,
He had some poor draw. His deck is really interesting. It seems a ton of fun to play, and
yeah. Unfortunately, he just whiffed on a few.
yeah,
He should have drawn an unearth or two.
yeah, in that game and this game, it was more like Mulligan to
Yeah,
5,
and
having the
then
perfect draw from humans, kind not a
yeah,
perfect,
and
but
he had huge mana problems.
yeah.
So
He did nothing in this game, to be
no,
honest. He
no.
did exactly nothing. He did a fatal push and nothing else.
Hmm.
This is not enough to
Yeah,
be to play against a deck like that.
yeah,
And but
and also Pablo boarded like 10 cards, which are really good.
yeah, it was like
Uh,
8 or 10 cards
yeah,
that
yeah.
were all relevant
Damping
against
Sphere
this
and
deck. Yeah,
Collector Roof, which are all quite game over.
yeah. I think Collector Roof can be really annoying if you don't
Yeah,
take care of
and
it
also Damping Sphere. I think he has, if he boarded in Fatal Push, he only has engineered explosives to kill
to
Damping
kill it.
Sphere.
Yeah, sure, for sure. Yeah, I think it is pretty annoying. Also, the Dumping Sphere. The difference is,
It doesn't attack.
yeah, the oof on turn 2 is like
Yeah,
it's like a double time walk because
yeah.
that shuts down like all the things that he has.
Hmm.
If you, it is true, I agree with you that also
And
the other card
and it
is
was
just
like
great.
a double something like Stone Drain, because all the colored mana that he could ever get was in his Moxen and
Yeah, and we saw that the mana problems were something real. This
yes,
way,
yeah,
if you play an
especially
oof against him, that his best way to produce mana is Mox and
yeah,
Astrolabe. It's like,
yeah.
ouchie.
Yeah,
Like,
yes, that's true, and also he had yeah, as you said last time we watched him, and this time he had
some mana issues.
color problems.
I think the deck is really interesting.
Hmm.
We will see it again, I think, in the
Hmm.
future, and it's something. It's something. It's spicy.
I
It's spicy.
I am not so sure if I really like Urborg. I know it's a legendary,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know if black mana is really the color you
Yeah,
want.
I saw him his problem in one game with a swamp and the Warburg. I can see it. Minamo is really good. I
Minamo is
think is really
Minamo.
good.
No, no. I mean Minamo
Yeah,
is
yeah.
really good. It's legendary and it
And it does
untaps Emery.
something real. Yeah,
Yeah, we've seen it in the first game, but I'm very doubtful of
of
Urborg
the
being
Warburg.
that good.
Yeah, that's possible. We saw that he is already not in a crazy number of legendary permanents. I think
Yes,
he has a
yes,
good amount, but not
yeah,
like. I think he is between 25 and 30, maybe something like this. I don't
yes,
know,
yeah.
but
It's some
it's just like
planeswalkers
going,
and
and it's a good number, obviously, but
yeah.
still,
But if the opponent plays Collector Oof, your colored mana is
no,
really down the drain.
yeah, it's a worse for you. It's like worse than Blood Moon, and
Yeah,
Blood Moon is really
yeah,
terrible
yeah.
when you play a lot of colors.
Yeah,
But
he
for
plays a
his
lot
deck,
of
he
basics.
has no problems with the Blood Moons.
Yeah,
But Oof or Stony Silence,
yeah,
it's
exactly.
quite annoying.
You get null rotted and then you don't do anything.
Exactly, exactly.
It's like vintage problems.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
play
yeah.
if you play a lot of Moxen, you die to null rot.
To Narod, to all these little things, but yeah, to a lot of things, but to Karn also. Not
Yeah,
anymore like easy because it's in vintage, it's one off,
yeah.
but still.
Hmm. Yeah, so I think we're more or less at the, finished.
Yeah, we finished for today, but
Pablo
tomorrow,
Rossi won the modern with humans,
sure,
and tomorrow I'll be playing and you'll be casting
I will look
Legacy.
at you playing, yeah, like
I hope
this.
not. Last time that happened, I autopiloted into directly into a wall. So let's
Let's
not
avoid that.
yeah, let's not make that happen. Just pick table one and you're fine.
Yeah,
Uh,
I will find you there. I will find you there.
yeah, yeah, we shall see.
We will
But
see. We will see.
yeah, we'll get a good night's sleep and hopefully tomorrow will be fresh and powerful. And we hope
Powerful
to see you
mages.
again tomorrow.
We hope so. We hope so.
Mhm.
And today it was a great event with 160 people, 60 players that played limited, 10 or 15 people that played tiny leaders.
Hmm.
A huge event. A
250 people.
huge
It's yeah.
event. Huge event. It was great. A lot of people. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Let's
Hmm.
see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow it's legacy and standard. If you want to play in one of the two events,
Yeah,
think about it.
there's still open spaces. Today we were
Full
more or less
booked.
sold out in pre-registrations,
Yeah.
but tomorrow there's space, and if you like Catis combo, just try it in
It's
Legacy. I think everything's legal,
yeah,
so
everything is
go
legal.
ahead.
It can be interesting.
Yeah,
There are other funny decks in
yeah,
Legacy.
yeah,
I
sure,
saw some spice in Legacy, and
sure.
let's see if tomorrow we see something spicy also, like this Skelnis deck. Thanks all of you guys.
Yep.
Thanks a lot, and see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye bye bye.